Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Have a Pint. That is Aria. Today we have Chocolate Sombrero from Clown Shoes. It's an Imperial Stout, an American Imperial Stout. 9% alcohol by volume, 6 IBUs. 3.8 is the average rating on Untapped. Hey baby. So the description on Untapped reads, roasted dark malts plus extra chocolate malts plus Anko chili plus cinnamon plus vanilla extract plus a chocolate-loving, beer-drinking, clown shoes-wearing, multi-limbed, gorgeous, and glorious Mexican wrestler on the label. That's the recipe for a chocolate sombrero. And here is that label. Is that description on here at all? I don't think so. It does say on here, our mission to produce beer without pretension while being free and a little crazy. Alright. So this, I think, my third Clown Shoes. I think I've only had the Stranger. And, I mispronounced this the other day. Moon Bear. I was saying Moon Beer the other day. And we have our Tiku glass here, along with quite a bit of head for an Imperial Stout. I'll leave a little bit left in there. Unfortunately, this is the first beer by them that is not in pints. What are you doing with your lives, Clown Shoes? What are you doing? Anyways, so like I said, this is the third beer I've had, 3, not 2, that I've had from Clown Shoes. They're from Massachusetts. And this will be the first one that's been rated a lot that I've had. I'm still thinking I'm going to get some of those big bombers like Undead Party Crasher, Belay Corn, Uni Dragon. I've seen some new ones come in, so there's now like 4 or 5. And I kind of want to get them all. Kind of want to drink them all in the same night and die. No, I'm just kidding. It would kill me though. That's a lot of big bombers. I don't think Vampire Slayer was. I think it was an offshoot of that. Was another one. Crasher and the Rye, I think, was one of them. But I think they were all either American Imperial Stouts or Russian Imperial Stouts. Damn, that head went away quick. I wasn't even paying any attention to that. But we got some big bubbles in the head. It's not actually that dark of a head. It's kind of darker than your typical head, but not as dark as I would have expected from an Imperial Stout. Alright. I mean, we got some small, very small, tightly laced bubbles, but there's some big ones in there as well. So, I definitely get that chocolate and cinnamon. That cinnamon's up front there on it. No, it's the chili up front. The cinnamon's in the back a little bit. It's the chili and the chocolate that are up front. Wouldn't feel that'd be a good combination, but for being right up front. I mean, having them both in the beer, I've had that before. It's not bad, but I feel like having those be the two front runners. It might just be on the nose though. Get a little bit of that vanilla, just like I get a little bit of that cinnamon. But it's mostly that chocolate and that chili. So, head has disappeared rather quickly. let's get into it. Not bad. Not at all. So, on that first drink, what I definitely pick up out of there is that chili and that chocolate. So, just like with the nose, those are the two front runners. So, I'm feeling like the vanilla and cinnamon are kind of hidden in there a little bit. It's not bad, but that chili is just taking me off. It's actually really good. It's not that spicy. It's not that much heat to it. At least up front, it lingers. That heat lingers, but it's not intense. But it lingers, and I like that. With this, I wouldn't want it to linger. Or, I mean, I wouldn't want it to be intense. But I'm okay actually with lingering. Heat's right up front. It immediately goes away, giving in to the chocolate. There's some alcohol heat that comes in the middle of the palate as well. I don't really get the vanilla or the cinnamon in the mouth or in the taste like I do in the nose. It's possible they're just too subtle for my palate. I just edited and uploaded my review of Bozo beer finally. I feel like Evil Twin has more of a thing with imperial stouts, and they're just better. Like, this isn't bad. This is honestly not bad. But even though body fill on this is lighter than what I would expect from an imperial stout, like, it's not as thick as. I mean, I know it's only 9%, you know, and that's far from being even a 13% beer. But it just seems very light. There's not a lot going on. Nothing kicks your ass either. Like, it's not upfront chocolate or upfront chili or upfront alcohol. Uh, they're all very mellow in the beer. Nothing kicks your butt. I was kind of hoping with the name Chocolate Sombrero that the chocolate was going to kind of kick my butt. But the chili, the ancho chili on the front of the palate is more of a spike than what the chocolate is that it relents to. It's not bad. It honestly is not. But it's going to get one of the worst ratings of an Imperial Stout from me. I got nothing else for this episode. Just the beer. It's going to be one of the shortest episodes I've had in a while, I think. I just wanted to get a quick review of this guy out. And this is the last big stout I have in the fridge, and kind of wish I would have started with this one. I think the lowest I've ever given an Imperial Stout is 3.75 rating. I think this is actually only going to get like a 3.5. I think. I will say for, even being 9%, it goes down quick. But that is an issue as well. When you think Imperial Stout, you thinking a sipper, and for a while, and yeah, it's 9%, so you want to. But this drink's like it's 6%, and that's not always a good thing. Like I was saying in the Bozo beer episode, that it was heavy, thick, and all that stuff. But it was 17% alcohol, but it drank like, I mean, I said it drank nowhere near that. It drank like it was about 8%. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because even at like 8-9%, it's still a sipper. This doesn't drink like you would what would indicate a sipper. This drink's like one you could toss down in 30 minutes. And now, certain you could at 9%, that's not that big, but it's still big enough that I personally wouldn't want to drink it in that amount of time, and it's starting to feel like it's going to be, and because it's already half gone. So, I mean, the positives of the beer, it certainly has shown that chili and chocolate can be the front runners in your beer, be the biggest flavors in your beer, and it still works. I don't know if you necessarily want more chili, though, than what's in here, and I'm kind of left feeling like there needs to be more chocolate, especially with chocolate being in the name of the beer. I was kind of looking at some of these reviews on the beer, and how most of them are sub 4 stars, and typically with a big Imperial Stout, most of the time you don't get that, unless it's somebody who only likes regular stouts, but typically you don't get that. But now I'm not surprised. That chocolate's nice going down, though. I'm actually thinking it might not even get a 3.5, though. Because for as much as it has going for it, it has 2 or 3 times more shit going against the beer. Like, once again, unless it's either bourbon barrel aged or something where you're trying to have the alcohol shine through, and 9%, you're not trying to have the alcohol shine through, but the alcohol is shining through on this, and I don't feel like it's supposed to, nor does it complement the beer. What it should be, with it being chili, cinnamon, vanilla, chocolate, it's fine having that chili and the chocolate up front, but I feel like the background flavor should not be the alcohol. That it should be at least the vanilla, because it's a stout, so you kind of want it to be sweeter, but it could be bitter. But cinnamon's kind of weird. I don't know what that would be like in here, but I think it would be fine as a background flavor. And maybe it is. Maybe it's behind the chili on the front of the palate, but you're not going to taste anything behind that chili, I don't think. Just the chili. Yeah, I don't... There might be some cinnamon at the end, but that might also be the lingering chili heat too. So the heat that lingers is the chili. It is. It's not the alcohol. But I think I might have to only give this 3 stars. I think I'm gonna go with 3 stars on this. This was actually highly disappointing. And I don't know, does clown shoes do much in the way of Imperial Stouts? I know their top 2 are double IPAs, and they have an Imperial Stout. I mean, actually, they do. I forgot. They have that series, and now I'm kind of worried about that. And I'm actually thinking I might not buy any of those because it's looking like I said, Imperial Stouts. You typically see four stars to 4 point. It's like it's a rating of 4 to 4.10 for average, and their closest to that is 3.99. Now, I'm going to assume they're better than this because they're much, much higher priced. I think this was $10 for a 4-pack. I think it was a 4-pack. Yeah, I think it's a 4-pack, not a 6-pack. So we've come to that point in the episode. Would I buy this again? No. I would not buy this again. Like I already said, three stars. Why I wouldn't buy it again is everything I've said in the video. It's not a great Imperial Stout. In fact, if you are someone who does not like Imperial Stouts, but you like stouts, you like porters, but when you get up to like 7%, it starts to push it. Try this one. You'll probably find an Imperial Stout you like. So, until next time, Prost.